Everyone, very warm welcome to all of you. I'm Dr. Veena Parihar, Assistant Professor and Head of the Department of Data Science and Special Analytics. So, on behalf of Symbiosis Institute of Geoinformatics, I am delighted to welcome you to today's webinar entitled Unlocking the Future's Careers in Data Science and Analytics. So, thank you for taking the time to join us to this afternoon, and we are truly encouraged by the enthusiastic responses from the students as well as the faculty members and professionals who are keen to explore the rapidly evolving world of data science and analytics. So, before we begin, let me tell you this webinar is to provide you a good discussion about the career pathways, emerging opportunities, essential skills, as well as the academy and industry perspectives in the data science and analytics field. So, it is my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker for today. So we are honored to have you with us, Professor Ravindra Hegde, who currently serves as a professor in the Department of Computer Sciences at the Central University of Karnataka. And in addition to his academic role, Professor also holds several important leadership and administrative responsibilities. He serves as the Dean of Student Welfare, Nodal Officer for Project Samarth, and he's contributing significantly to the academic governance and research development. Sir's contribution have been widely recognized, and he's a recipient of prestigious Professor Satish Dhawan Young Engineer Award in 2020, conferred by the government of Karnataka. So, with his rich experience in research, teaching, as well as academic leadership, we are certain that today's session will provide valuable guidance and clarity on the careers in data science and analytics. So, once again, we warmly welcome Professor Ravindra Hegde. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. First of all, I would like to thank your institution management for inviting me for this talk. So today I'm going to discuss what kind of future you have if you take up the data science and analytics as your career. Hope my screen is shared.
Yes,
my
sir.
screen
It's
is
visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, it's visible.
no. Okay. I think. Nice. Okay. So what is a data science and what is a data science? Who is a data scientist? What is the responsibilities? In today's discussion, we will discuss these concepts and what future is there for a data science. Why this data science become very, very important in the current era? If we go back and see few years back, maybe around 15 years, 20 years back, data was not treated that much important. Why? Because that was the evolving stage. At that time, for example, if you take up when we were studying post-graduation, at that time, the computers were very new and there were no wide usage of computers in the, like in a public. Computers were being used in government organizations, in the top offices, something like that, or in a very big commercial establishments and all. But as the usage of computers started in the smaller establishments and all, and for so many years, you can see from that many years, every year the businesses are happening. They are doing transactions, they are doing selling, purchasing, or whatever the transaction, whatever the business they do, the data started building. And later, when we looked at the data, very huge volume of data started building, and every year when the business improves, the data volume of the data also exponentially started increasing. Then people started thinking this is a kind of a gold, okay, hidden gold, hidden treasure. Because if we properly analyze data and if we do proper planning of our business based on the insights what we can find from the data, then we can do wonders in our business. So that is what even the people started doing it, and people found it useful. And because of that, the importance of data science came into existence. So finding insights from the data is very important. How to find it? You have huge volume of data, but if you are unaware of how to explore that data, then it will be like a in the desert we have the oil under the earth and we are not capable to extract the oil. And you can see in the 50 years, 100 years back how the Arabians used to wander. They were very poor. Now they explored the oil and they become very rich. So likewise, if we start exploring the data, it can give us a good profitable. I mean, it helps us in planning the business. It helps us in improving our business, and that's how we can. That's how the people started understanding that data is very, very important as far as their future business is concerned. And parallelly, these kind of courses started. Why? Because if someone want to extract that data, they need to hire data scientists. And when you need to hire data scientists, they should be expertise in data science and analytics. And that's how the people started realizing that they need specialized courses, specialized programs for for making a person as a data scientist. So if you would like to become a data scientist, what are the main requirements? What are the core requirements you need to have? Basically, the data science, if you would like to define, it is a combination of so many subjects. It is a combination of multiple streams. It is a combination of computer science. It involves statistics. You need to have knowledge of mathematics and all such heterogeneous concepts. You should be having a mastery. In fact, may not be mastery. At least you need to have understanding of these subjects. Then, using the data science concepts, you can translate insights to action. That means, as I told you, data has a hidden treasure. Okay, as it is, data doesn't give you anything. You have to extract that hidden treasure. For example, from the curd, people extract from the milk, they convert that into curd and they extract the ghee out of it. If you know that skill of extracting the ghee, then only you will be able to get the ghee. Likewise, if you have a skill of extracting the treasure from that data, extracting the insights from that data, then once you extract the insight from that data, you will be able to convert that into action, which will benefit your business. So then context and skepticism, where basically it is useful in the industry for extraction of the knowledge from industry information. It's basically a contextual understanding, and many people even had a skepticism about it. But in the current era, data science is very much essential. And somebody who would like to become a data scientist, they need to understand what are the needs for becoming a data scientist. Then analytics plus leadership. So data scientist will not only be an academician, he will be a researcher, he will be good leader also. These all skills and qualities are required for a data scientist. So now let us look at what are the industries that where you can find the greater application of data science, and what will be the team size and what will be the focused context. So basically, the data science finds application in the tech startups, okay, the technology startups. Then you can find its application in government agencies. Government also nowadays is very much extensively using whatever the data they have collected. You may be aware that the government has collected data from very long period. Okay, so whatever variety of data it is collecting, nowadays you can see most of the government sectors are also computerized. Now almost manual work is reduced and it is being computerized. So they too have a good treasure. Okay, and they are also interested to extract gold from that, to extract the information out of that treasure, so that they can use that for the welfare of the common man. Likewise, you can find in the healthcare sector also, you can find, then in manufacturing sectors you can find, then in research institutions you find. Likewise, in every sector nowadays you can find application of data scientists. Then if we can find different types of organizations. You go to any sector, you will find small organizations, you will find medium sized organizations, you will find large organizations. Then what will be the role of the data scientist in these kind of organizations? In the smaller organization, data scientist will play every role. That is from the that covers the data cleaning to modeling. Okay, extraction of data, cleaning that data. Okay, so you have given a raw data. Okay, whatever the data that is being generated in your organization, that data will be given to you, and you as a data scientist, you have to come out with the knowledge out of it. So you need to do every step over there. Because it is a small organization, they cannot be able to hire multiple data scientists. So you need to do data cleaning to modeling. Okay, so all jobs you should have expertise in all these jobs. But whereas when we look at the medium sized teams, there multiple number of data scientists may be there, maybe 2 3 or maybe 7 to 8 data scientists may be hired by the organization. At that time, there will be shared responsibility, of course, but you need to have some kind of specialization. Like for example, you may be specialized in modeling, you may be specialized in data building, data cleaning, okay, data transformations. So certain specialization is expected when the team size increases. But whereas if you look at the larger organizations, there you will have exactly you will be expected to do only certain tasks. Like for example, dedicated data engineer or machine learning engineer, or you may be expected to work like a analyst. So likewise, you will have a dedicated specialized task, and you need to gain the experience in that specialized activity, so that you can do whatever the assigned job you have, you can do it in a very better way. Now, this what are the skills required? Like for example, if you are working in a startup company, then you need to have all broad area, you need to cover everything, you need to have every skill. Okay, you may not be expert in a specific, but you should be aware of all the tasks over there. Then you need to develop the prototypes, and then you also need to work on the production also. Whereas in the government organization, what kind of expectation will be there for a data scientist? The data governance, you need to properly manage the data, and then you need to follow the government rules and regulations, because a lot of security issues are involved. Like for example, if you take the Aadhaar data, we have seen many court rulings on the Aadhaar data. Okay, so no government will take the risk of even losing a smallest part of the information, leaking smallest part of the information. So security is very, very important over there. Okay, likewise, you need to have a reproducibility. Nowadays, you can see many government schemes are based on the data what they have already collected. Okay, based on that data, the government is analyzing that data, and based on that data, whatever the knowledge they extract, based on that, they are launching many government schemes. So there you need to work on such kind of things. Then healthcare, nowadays the healthcare is a very important sector where the healthcare is continuously evolving, and the comfortability of human and the lifestyle of based on the lifestyle, the living style of the human, the healthcare need to be very much taken care. And not healthcare is even the government organization is also taking care of healthcare domain. So here what you can find is domain knowledge. A lot of patients data will be there, what kind of treatments are given and what is the result. So this knowledge we can extract, and based on this knowledge, the future patient treatment schedule can be prepared. What kind of treatment can be planned for the patients which are coming up based on the history. Likewise, privacy is also important here, because health information has to be maintained very confidentially. Okay, you cannot simply share it with anybody. Even if you are sharing, you have to hide the prime information such as name, age, location, address, phone number, email address. These information you need to protect. Okay, and then a robust validation is required because you can take risk in any other sectors but not in the healthcare sector, because in the healthcare sector we are playing with the human life and not with any data or not with any file. So that's why in this case, robust validation is required. Whatever the data you extract, whatever the knowledge you generate, it should have robust validation. It should be perfect. Then if you look at the manufacturing, you can see time series data, because data based on that time, you will find different kind of manufacturing, product generation and all. And then a lot of sensors also you will be able to find in any production unit. Then you will find automation. So these kind of setups generate large volume of data, and you need to extract the knowledge out of these data, the insight from this data. So the data scientists also work in the research industry also. In fact, data scientists have a very big role in the research. It's not a stagnated subject. It's not a stagnated area where continuous research is happening and new things are evolving over there. You need to use AI, you need to use deep learning algorithms, you need to use so many things. Okay, that's why the data science itself is a evolving subject. It's a new as we compare to any other subjects, but it is continuously evolving. New things are emerging. So how they are emerging? It is because of the research that are happening in the area of data science. So experimental design. So whenever you take up any research-based project, you need to perform experimental design for that research. Then you need to apply novel methods. Okay, novel methods. You need to come out with your own novel idea for extracting the data. Okay, whatever the research you perform, that will be helpful for all the other sectors, industry, startup, government, all the healthcare, all other sectors. Your idea will be helpful. So that's why you need to develop a novel methods over there. And also whatever the novel things you develop, you need to also come out with the publication, research publication in the journals. Patents, you need to design patents. You need to present the concepts in conferences, workshops, seminars, symposiums and all. So these are things what data scientist is expected in the research industry. Now, when you would like to become a data scientist, what is the roadmap? What are the things you need to learn? What steps you need to take? We will just briefly go through this. So you can, at the undergraduate level, you can pursue a data science program. Or if you want to become an expert, more expert, I have seen, I just discussed that if you go for a larger industry, there they expect a expertise. Like in the doctors, we have specialists. Okay. Likewise, in the data scientists also there are specialists. Okay. If you want to have a specialization, you have to go for post graduation. You have to go for research. Otherwise, if you want to become a general data scientist, then you may end up in having a degree, and you can go for a career over there. So pursuing a degree that to obtain a relevant bachelor's or master's degree in computer science, statistics, maths are relevant field. See, if you are at undergraduate level, your data science course includes all these. It may be undergraduate or postgraduate. It involves majorly computer science. Major subjects what you study is computer science, and it also involves statistics. It involves mathematics and many other related field. Since the personality development is also very, very important for being a data scientist, you should have a very good personality, good communication skill. Those may be the additional skills what you need to acquire. Okay. So then in these core areas, what all you need to study? Like, for example, if you take up the computer science, you should have a good knowledge of Python, because nowadays in every industry, Python is being extensively used, then you should have a good knowledge of database management system. In the DBMS, we have SQL. So you need to have a good knowledge of how to build queries, how to extract the data, because ultimately the knowledge generation happen through extraction of data, and you do extraction of data through queries, SQL queries. So you should have a good knowledge of SQL. Then machine learning algorithms, you are expected to develop your own algorithms. As I told you, if you are particularly working in a research based industry, you need to work on the machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms. Okay, all these are very much required. Then statistics is also very important component of a data scientist. Okay, having the knowledge of minimal knowledge of statistics is expected for any data scientist. Okay, so this is part of the data science. Then data engineering fundamentals. Okay, that is we talk about the data warehousing and mining. Okay, that knowledge is also required, because when the data is being generated, large volume of data is being generated, that is online transaction processing is happening, everyday transactions are happening, data is being generated, we have to put that into offline, that is in the analytical data. Okay, online data to analytical data, we have to transfer from there to here. So when you are transferring that data, you need to have a good knowledge of data engineering. Particularly in the smaller organization, if you are working as a data scientist, this is very much essential. Why? Because smaller organizations cannot afford multiple data scientists. So you need to play all these roles from building the data till the generating analytical reports and insights from the data. Then, as to become a data scientist, build an online portfolio. So nowadays, this is very important. You should have your account in LinkedIn and other other platforms, and whatever the projects you do. Okay, when you are doing a post graduation or undergraduation program in data science, whatever the projects you do, whatever the internships you do, you have to you have to put that properly in your portfolio. Particularly if you put all your projects, all your data, all your code, everything in GitHub or any such platforms, then it will be really useful. Why? Because your portfolio will be many people across the world will watch your portfolio. If you have a very good impressive performance in all these sectors, definitely you will be the best person for that organization as a data scientist. Then review certifications and postgraduate learning. So additionally, apart from having the traditional degree program, if you want to have a value addition to your knowledge, you can go for certain certification programs. There are many industry certification programs, and many of the industry have tie up with the education institutions also. They are also running many certification programs, particularly the certification program related to, like, for example, machine learning, or related to any statistical methods. Such kind of things you can, if you have additional certification program in your credit, then that will add to your resume. Okay, that will add more to your resume. Your resume will become more powerful. Then once you complete your degree, I mean, in fact, during the your degree itself, degree or post graduation, you need to also prepare for technical interviews, because you are expected to come across the placements in your final year. And when placement comes, your skills not only works, your personal behavior, your communication skills, they are also very, very important, apart from the technical skills what you gain. So for that, you need to have you need to yourself, you need to prepare all these skills in you. So like even the coding, you should also be expertise in coding. You should have a good knowledge of coding. Then system design, machine learning, then and behavioral questions. That means your personality. Okay, all these kind of skills are very much important. Then you can look at the apply and iterate. So you can start applying once you come at the final semester. In fact, if your college is giving placement, then it is really good. Okay, if you have all these skills, definitely you will get a very good placement in good company. Otherwise also you can start applying, and you can, it's a iterative process. These all steps are iterative. Iterative means you have to again start from first. Okay, that means if you have done degree, if you want to go for higher, you have to go for higher degrees, post graduations. Likewise, it's a iterative, because if you are at the first instance, if you are not capable of cracking a job, then you need to again improve yourself. So that's why again you need to iterate. Again you need to start from the first point. Again you need to do all these steps. Then here we will have a comparison between the traditional degree and alternative training. Like you join for a suppose you join for a data science program. I told you, apart from that, apart from your traditional degrees, you need to also gain certain skills. Okay, what are the alternative skills you need to get? That we will discuss. So this is during your education path, what you need to what all you need to do. So typically, when you join for any traditional degree for data science, so typical requirement, what you are going to study in that is, it's a bachelor in data science. If you do, you will have mathematics in that. Of course, computer science will be there, mathematics, statistics, computer related fields, all these you are going to study. Then advanced roles may be require a master or doctoral degree. So suppose you are working in a smaller environment for a smaller organization, then degree may be sufficient. But when you join for a very large company, at that time, your degree may not be sufficient for that bigger companies. Why? Because they expect a expert, okay, a expert in particular domain. Okay, after degree you will become like a MBBS doctor. Okay, but if you want to become an expert, you have to go for master of surgery or master of MD medicine. Okay, doctor of medicine. All these you have to do. Okay, so likewise in the data science, you will become a data scientist after the bachelor's degree. But if you have an ambition to work in a larger organization from the initial stage itself, after gaining certain experience, you can switch over to bigger companies. That is secondary. But at the career start, if you want to choose a bigger organization, you need to become expert. So how you can become expert? You have to go for master's program. You have to do doctoral degree. Then you will become, as you do higher degree, you will become more and more expertise in a specific area of data science. So then what will be the strength? You will have a deep theoretical knowledge. Then if you go for higher studies, you will get the opportunity to do research. You may come out with some novel methods. Okay, then credential recognition. So once you start publishing, once you start patenting the things, your credential will increase. You will be recognized by the people in the industry. You will be recognized by the people in the academic area. Okay, so that's how your credential will become more focused. Then the trade-off means if you go for a longer study, your cost will increase. Your time also, you are going to spend more time in the study. Okay, if you go for a PG, or if you go for a doctoral program, PG, after PG you have to go for a doctoral degree. So you have to spend more time, as well as your cost also increases. Why? Because you have to spend during your education. Then what are the alternatives? Okay, alternative, even the shorter methods are also there, but having a traditional degree is the best approach. Okay, the alternative training are add-ons. Okay, you can, they basically boost your data scientist knowledge or data scientist personality. They will boost. So what are those? There will be many boot camps happening in different locations on data science. Okay, hackathons, boot camps. Okay, and online competitions, online courses are also there. Some specialized courses may be there. So that adds you more strength, that helps you in building the confidence in you. Okay, and you will gain more knowledge in fact, you will gain more practical knowledge over there. Okay. Then fast skill acquisition and practical projects they basically these are the low cost. You may see many a times you will find within a 1 week learn data science and all. Only you need to do authentication whether it is a properly being training is given or not. So apart from your regular degree, if you go for any specialized such programs, then they will be offered you at a lower cost, but somehow that will also add to your knowledge. You can do projects also in industry when you are in the final semester. Definitely you will have a project. Okay, when you go for a final semester, you will see in your syllabus there will be projects. So if you go for a very good project in a very good industry, there you will have a good opportunity to learn the data scientist skill at the site itself. Okay, in the real projects, you will be able to learn them on the real projects. Then variable credential recognition may need portfolio to prove competence. So as I told you, you need to have a good portfolio. That is very important. Why? Because people first impression will be the portfolio what you generate. Okay, so you need to have a very good portfolio, and you should have whatever you project in the portfolio, it should all be proved. Otherwise, you will be caught in the interview. Then best fit, that is career chargers and targeted skill gaps. So whatever the skill gap you find, you need to find alternative to them. If you feel that you lack in certain skills, you have to fill that gaps. Okay, either through your traditional studies or through any of the such trainings. Okay, like for example, if you feel that you did not get good exposure of practical knowledge, then you can spend more time in the projects. You can spend more time in any real-time projects in the industries and all. That will help you in bridging the gap, that skill gap what you had, and it will make you really a perfect data scientist. Then when you choose this, when you would like to do a data scientist program, when you want to join a data scientist program and want to become a data scientist, then what are the basic things you are going to study? What are the basic skills you are going to have acquire during this, and what you are expected to do? So one important point, as I told you earlier also, that is you need to have a programming knowledge. Okay, this is not a superficial job. At certain stages, you are expected to even develop certain algorithms, certain programs you need to develop to extract insight from the given data. So the current trend is the Python and also R. Why these two tools are very popular? Because they are open source, that is they are free of cost. Okay, anybody can use at any moment, at any place, without paying anything to anyone. Okay, you can use them. They are free of cost. That is first point. Second point is they are very, very powerful. Python programming language and R tool. Okay, they are very powerful. Why? Because these are open source, and many people are contributing to this project. These projects, Python are such projects. Okay, they are not owned by anybody. Okay, and people are contributing to it, these projects, and that's why they are continuously evolving. They are becoming more and more powerful, and their users also are tremendously increasing. That is another important point. Then statistics and probability, as I told you, you should have statistics knowledge. You should learn the probability. Okay, basic things you need to learn over there, like such as inference, hypothesis testing, and distributions. So you go to any field, statistics is required, probability is required. Okay, these are required. So when you join for any data science, surely you will have 1 or 2 courses on statistics. Okay, just gaining the basic knowledge is enough. Okay, so when you if you gain the basic knowledge, when you go for a practical in the site for doing some job, at that time you can acquire additional knowledge. Having understood the basic things, learning the advanced things will not be much difficult. But without knowledge, if you go, then you will really face very much difficult. That's why these courses will be part of any data science program. Then, as I told you, mathematics is also important because you are handling large volume of data. And when large volume of data you are handling, how data is presented, how data is represented in the storage, that you need to understand. Okay, for that you need to understand what is a vector, what is a matrix, and what are different types of transformations for machine learning algorithms. Okay, these basic concepts are required. You need not be a expertise in mathematics, but basic understanding of linear algebra, such as vectors, matrix manipulations, addition, multiplication of matrices, transpose, all these, and then different transformations over matrix. These all are required because ultimately you are when you are doing any data scientist job, you are basically crunching the data. You are extracting the data, you are crunching the data. When you are crunching the data, you should know how data actually is being stored, how data is being retrieved, how data is being presented. Okay, so this knowledge is also essential over there. Then you need to have a database and SQL knowledge. So previously I told that you should be very much aware of SQL because you are expected to write certain programs, you are expected to write certain queries. So you need to have SQL knowledge for relation design. Okay, for design of database, design of tables, design of queries. Okay, then data retrieval. For all these, you need to have the databases and SQL knowledge. Then machine learning fundamentals. So basic understanding of machine learning, what is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, all these kind of simple machine learning algorithms. So in fact, when you take up a data science program, definitely all these will be there in your data science program. You need not go and learn them additionally. They will be there in your curriculum itself. Okay. Then practical electives. Suppose you have a option to select some electives and all, then you can go for data visualization. Okay, and also learn the ethics. Why learning ethics is important? I will first talk about the data visualization. So you have extracted large volume of data. You have extracted the knowledge from the data. How to represent that knowledge? If you have very good skill of data visualization skill, that means converting the data into a visual visually, like developing a cube or presenting in the form of pie charts with variety of charts. See, every data have through using every data, you cannot generate all kind of visual aspects. Okay, so you should be very much aware with this data what kind of visual concept I can show, what kind of data visualization I can do. Okay, that knowledge you should have. And ethics, why you should learn the ethics? It is because every organization first look whether you are you follow the ethics or not. If you don't follow ethics, okay, if somebody doesn't follow ethics, no company will hire. Why? Because data is very important for every organization. If somebody come and loot, they may lose some money. But if somebody do something with the data, it can lead to collapse of the entire organization. That's why ethics is important. So you need to also study the ethics. That may be part of your curriculum. Then choose internship with hands-on data work. So you take up any degree or post-graduation program, definitely it will have embedded internship in that. Okay, so when you want to select internship, go for the live projects. Okay, go to those companies where live projects is going on. You will have very good hands-on experience. Okay, you will actually look at the real data set. Okay, real raw data, and then you will look at how that real data is being processed to come out with a tangible outcome. Okay, end-to-end task you will be able to visualize over there. That's why you have to do internship in those organizations where real projects are going on. Then seek cross-team collaboration opportunities. See, being a data scientist, you never work in a isolation. You have to work in team, because in a larger organization, teamwork is very important. Somebody is doing data collection, somebody is doing cleaning and transformation, somebody is doing loading into your data warehouse, building data warehouse, somebody is building organizing the data warehouse, then somebody else is doing analytics job. Okay, so different people will be working on different components. So if you don't work in a team, then everyone will think in their own way and they will start building. There will not be any coordination and your intended task will not be able to complete. That's why you should have a very good team leading or working in the team. You should have very good character to work in the team. Okay, that is very much required here. So then okay, so then use internships to build portfolio examples. So as I told you, if you want to seek in a good company and all, you need to build a very strong portfolio, your resume portfolio, and then you have to share them in the social media and all. So now advance in your specialized skills. How you can advance in the specialized skills? I told you, no, if you would like to have a specialization will fetch you better salary always. Okay, specialists earn more in every sector. It may be in medical or in the data science, whatever sector you take, specialists earn more, because you will spend more time to gain that specialization. So definitely you will earn more. So what are the kind of specialization you can have? Artificial intelligence and machine learning. See, extracted data, if you use AI on that data, you can do more wonderful thing over there. Okay, so that's why if you have a knowledge of artificial intelligence and machine learning, definitely this will be part of your curriculum. You will be treated as one of the specialists in the area of data science. In the data science, you will be treated as a AI specialist. Okay, AI and ML specialist. So deep learning projects and model deployment, you will be able to develop deep learning projects and model deployment. Then you will have data pipeline and future engineering, then model evaluation and bias mitigation, and then you will have electives in advanced AI topics. So you need to learn all these as a artificial intelligence and machine learning specialist. Likewise, research and academia. Suppose you choose your data science career in the research and academia. Okay, why? That's a big. That's also a big sector. Okay, after doing your PhD, you can become a professor in data science. Okay, you can become a professor in data science. You have multiple opportunities. You can go in the industry, okay, research industry, or you can become a professor in the teaching sector. You can become a professor to teach the data science. So you have multiple roles after completing the PhD. Okay, in fact you can choose among multiple roles. So as in the research and academia, independent or faculty-led research projects you can carry out. Okay, you can go. Nowadays, governments are sponsoring the projects related to data science. You can take up projects and you can independently work on that, or you can do faculty. As a faculty, you can do research projects, then research assistantships and publications. So the outcome of your research will come out in the form of publications, journal, patent, all this. Then conference presentations and poster presentations you can do. Then domain literature reviews and methods. So when you are start writing articles, you need to do literature review. You have to build a novel methods. All these you are going to do in the research and academic field. Then database and data engineering. So if you choose this sector, then basically you will be more focused on the data design. Okay, extracting data, cleaning, transformation, all these will be the your focused area, like database design and query optimization. So You should have a very good knowledge of DBMS. You should have a very good knowledge of SQL to become expertise or data scientist in the database and data engineering field. Then what else? ETL, extraction, transformation, and loading. Okay, this is the task that you do in building a data warehouse. So ETL pipelines, you should be having a good knowledge. Okay, you should learn about that. And data warehousing, building a data warehouse, that knowledge you should gain over there. Then scalable storage and indexing strategies. So generally what happens, the any new business, when it is started in the early stage, it will generate very small volume of data, but as the business runs for many years, the data volume will increase. Okay, it will increase. So whatever the architecture you build, it should be scalable. If it is working today, it should also keep working after 10 years. It should also keep working after 20 years. We call that as a scalable architecture. Okay, scalable storage and scalable processing, everything should be scalable. Okay, when the volume increases, still my still my project should keep working. Okay, that too without losing any efficiency. Then internships focused on production data systems. Okay, so you will be working on internships which are more focused on production data systems. Then what about the domain specific applications, like healthcare or agriculture or any such specific domain? Finance we have, trading we have, okay, banking sector, insurance sector. Okay, these are called as domain specific applications. So industry projects in healthcare, finance. So you will find you can become a data scientist in these specific domains also. Suppose particularly if you are from commerce background and all, you may be more interested in this. Okay, more interested in healthcare, finance. Okay, not healthcare, finance. Okay, then banking sector. Okay, all these sectors you can opt these areas. Then internships with the domain exposure. So when you do internship, you have to choose specific domain. Okay, so that you can become expertise in the same area. Then capstone projects, solving real problems. You have to do your internship on the real projects. And then electives aligned with the target industry. So you have to also select electives which are specific to those industries. Okay, domain specific electives you need to choose. Like for example, I will give you one example. Suppose you would like to become a data scientist in the healthcare, then you can select the electives which are related to healthcare. Okay, like what are the different types of diseases. Okay, learning about the diseases or learning about the human body structure. Okay, anatomy. All these subjects you can take up as an elective. That will add on to your knowledge. Tomorrow if you go there, whatever the technical terminologies are there in the healthcare sector, you'll be able to easily understand if you select such kind of electives. Then how to build your portfolio, as I already, some content are repeating here and there. Okay, so wherever it is repeating, I will go a little bit faster. So very important point, you have to build your either your personal website, or you store your projects and all in the GitHub. Okay, and share with the public. Okay, through different platforms you can share, and put your resume on different social media. Okay, like LinkedIn and all. Then include repo links, notebooks, and data sets. If you have built up any your own data set, you can also include them in the GitHub, because you must have taken a lot of efforts in building the data set. Okay, you must have spent hours together or months together in building the database. Okay, data sets. So definitely that data set will be one or the other day useful to somebody else. So you need to also put them in your repository and allow anybody to download and use it. Okay, so they will always remember you. Okay, so if they are working in the research industry, they will cite your If you have your articles, they will cite your article, they will cite your name. That's how your research profile also increases. Okay. Then write concise project summaries. So then such as problem, approach, results, your contribution, such kind of things you need to write. Then add visualization and interactive demos. So whatever the projects you build, you should always try to add visualization to it, and interactive demos you can build, such as use charts, dashboards, or web demos for impact. Create clear readme explanation impact manual. Okay, you need to build a manual also on the project what you have built. Then highlight your contributions and metrics. Okay, so whatever the contribution, major contribution, that is innovation, if any innovation involved in that, you need to highlight that. Okay, you need to highlight those things. So then the certification, add-on, I told you about the add-ons. So such as certification, masters or short courses. So you can see many certification programs such as cloud ML tool vendor certification. They will be very low costing, and they will be maybe 2 weeks or 1 month duration, small duration certification. So those will add to your skills. But you need to also go for, if you want to go build a higher career, you need to go for master's degree also, master's degree. And if you do PhD, then really it will be a great achievement for you as a data scientist. So then how to prepare for your technical this thing. So I will just go fast because of the time constraint. So you need to have a coding practice. Just go back. Coding practice. Okay, so these are things already we have just looked at. We'll move on. Then apply targeted job and search networking. Like for example, if you have more focused on the banking related data scientist, you focus during your study, then you apply in the banking sector itself. Don't change your focus. Okay, so accordingly you build your CV. Okay, you target only those sectors. Okay, and you be in the part of the network alumni of those professionals. Okay, and prepare concise elevator pitches for key projects. So your projects, whatever you have done, they should be more attractable to the employers in that sector. Okay, you should build such a kind of profile. Then follow up after interviews with the specific questions and updates. See, when you attend interviews, in the first instance, you may not crack, but it will be a learning for you. It is a stepping stone for you. Okay, in the coming days, you can improve yourself so that you can crack interviews and get the job. Then track applications and prioritize follow up. So, particularly for freshers, getting the job is a little bit difficult. If you get through placement, then that's really good. Otherwise, also you need to do a lot of tracking and improving yourself. I previously shown you, it's like a circle. Okay, you have to repeat again and again until you get the job. So day-to-day responsibility of a data practitioner. So once you become a data scientist, what kind of job you are doing, what kind of work you are doing. So you will be doing problem framing and scoping, data ingestion and extraction, that data ETL tasks, all those things. Then data cleaning and processing, exploratory data analysis, modeling and algorithm work, communication and delivery. These are some of the tasks. Again, they are subdivided into smaller tasks. I will not talk much about this. Then data source and collection methods. So you will get data from legacy systems, from the existing systems. Okay, these are different like surveys and manuals. You can extract the data. Then likewise, so you will get data from different sources. Okay, you need to find which are the sources to get the data. Now, analytical methods and modeling approaches, exploratory data analysis, feature engineering, modeling and selection, validation and deployment. So These are some of the analytical methods and modeling approaches for any data scientist. Then prioritize tools for data work, practical examples. So what should be the priority? If you look at the programming, I already told you, you should know Python, SQL. Apart from that, Scala, Java, R. Okay, Java generally in many industries still use Java, C++ also they are using. Okay, whatever the current requirement is there, you should more focus on that. Current requirement is Python, R, SQL, of course, it is always there. Okay, you should more focus on those. And then machine learning methods such as NLP, okay, natural language processing, then classification, supervised, unsupervised, all those kind of things. Then clustering methods, you should be expert in clustering methods. Then ensemble methods, these are some of the machine learning methods you should be aware of. Of course, these are all things you are learning in the data science program. You will learn in the data science program. All these are there. Okay, just I am talking about this visualization and big data platforms. So I told you, ultimately, whatever the knowledge you extract, you have to properly present in a very good visual form. Okay, so for that we have Tableau, SAS, okay, D3.js, then Python, Java, R libraries, we have MongoDB, we have, okay, these are some of the tools. So depending on the requirement of the industry, you can learn specific tool and you can learn how you can make a better visualization for the data what you have extracted. So whether now, after listening all this, you may be feeling that data scientist job is really a tough one because you are learning so many things. See, you are learning many things superficial. Like I told you, statistics and mathematics. Simple things you have to learn. You are not learning entire mathematics. In the linear algebra, very few things you are learning. Okay. And in statistics, very few things you are learning. So what makes it hard? Programming, maths, problem solving, and creativity combine to raise the learner bar. Suppose you are from a arts background, then definitely it will be very hard job. Okay. Uh, but if you are from science, engineering, commerce background, still in the commerce also you can manage it. Why? Because you will have good analytical skill being a commerce graduate. Particularly, you will be very much successful in banking sector, financial sector, okay, share markets. You will do wonderful things. Then difficulty depends on you. Okay, if you feel difficult, it will be definitely you should have a good background, good aptitude, and time invested demand determine how hard it feels. So once you join such programs, you should invest more time in learning all these things, and in gaining the practical knowledge is also very, very important. Doing a real time project is very, very important. Then how to progress? Focus on persistence, deliberate practice, and project based learning. Then what will be the outcome? Challenging but rewarding career with growing demand for skilled practitioners. Definitely it is a little bit challenging, but once you complete it, there is a great demand, and demand is not going to come down. In fact, it is exponentially increasing with the increase in the volume of the data that is every day being generated. So traits that drive data science success. So you should have first curiosity about the about becoming a data scientist, then meticulousness, creative in algorithm design, patience with iteration, effective communication, persistence through dead end. Okay, persistence through dead end. Also, these are some of the things that drives you towards the successful data scientist. So, so here you can just same thing is being shown here. Practical next steps for students: choose coursework aligned with the desired role. So you will have core courses, you will have electives. You have to carefully choose among them. Depending on the kind of the future you are looking for, you have to select specific electives. Of course, core courses remain same for everyone. Then start one or two portfolio projects and publish them. So from the initial stage itself, you start building projects, okay, portfolio projects, so that you can showcase to the world. Then seek internships or research assistance role. Then practice technical interview regularly. So these are things I have repeated many a times. So this is all about the to become a data scientist. What are the challenges? What you need to learn, and what are the opportunities you have in the industry? Nowadays, almost every industry is looking for a good data scientist, and you will have definitely a good opportunity for to become a good data scientist. So with this, I will end my presentation. If you people have any questions, I am ready to answer. Are there any questions?
Oh, okay. From participants, if anyone is having any questions, they can unmute themselves and ask. Okay. Meanwhile, I have a set of questions received from some students. So, at the very first, I just want to tell that whatever the questions I'm having, I think you have already answered those questions very thoroughly, because it was I think, a complete roadmap you have explained. So, a few questions like, how can students from non-computer backgrounds can transition into data science?
Oh, basically, when you join a degree, you are either it need not be, because you are learning computer science there in the as a part of the data science. You are learning computer science courses as a part of data science, and these all things you are learning over there. You need not be any expert in that. I only told that if you are from arts background, it will be very difficult, because you will not learn mathematics, you will not learn science over there. If you are from science or commerce background, it will not be difficult for you, because all these courses you are learning. No need of being a computer science student.
Yes. So the second question was, how will like this AI and automation is impacting the job opportunities in this field? It is, I think, the very hot topic in today's scenario.
Yeah. So for this, I will give you one small example. Maybe many of people may not be aware of that, particularly youngsters. In When it was the era 2000, okay, in 1999 ended, and we were going to 20, that is 2K. People were telling all computers will go off because it's a 2K problem, all those. But by 2020, all the 2000, that is 2000, all the software were modified, and without any hiccup, all business were running smooth. And before that, when computer really started introducing in all the sectors, people were thinking that people will lose job, but it didn't happen. In fact, many Indians got opportunity to opportunity as a developer, as different roles. Okay, developer is only one sector. We can find so many other roles you can find associated with the computer related tasks, and apart from that, many other are dependent on that. Okay, so like that, this is automation is not going to affect any job opportunities. Okay, see, still India needs so many transformations, so many technologies India is requiring. Okay, and automation will speed up. It will only speed up. It will not snatch anyone's job, but you need to upgrade your skills. Okay, if you are doing same old thing, then definitely you will become obsolete. Okay, you need to upgrade yourself, and you need to be ready to run along with the current era. That is required, whatever is the current thing. Like for example, if you are writing program in Fortran, COBOL, all these old programming languages, then you will become obsolete. You need to learn current things. You need to learn Python. You need to learn R. Okay, you need to learn whatever the new technology come after a few years. Then definitely you will be very much relevant.
Yes, sir. One more question was there, like talking about the research opportunities. So, what kind of research opportunities exist in this data science field in India?
Yeah, many universities have data science department. Many universities have data science department, and there, if they have data science department, definitely there will be research will also be going on, PhD program. So a lot of opportunities there. After becoming a PhD holder, you can you have multiple options. You can become a professor. You can become a teacher in any university. Okay, any university, college. You can become a teacher. Nowadays, teacher job is also very carry very attractive package. Or you can go to industry. There are dedicated industries which hire the researchers, PhD holders. Okay, if you have done really good work, if you have some patents, some very good publication, then these industry give package which is highest than anybody else. Okay, even teacher doesn't earn, even a very good university teacher doesn't earn that much package you are going to get in the industry.
Okay. So yeah, anyone is having any question, they can unmute themselves. Okay, so I think that's all from all. So yeah, participants can fill the feedback form which is placed in the chat window. So after that feedback, you will be issued the certificates. Okay, so here we come to the ending of this session. So it is my privilege to propose this vote of thanks. So first and foremost, on behalf of SIG, I extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Professor Ravindra Hegde, for delivering such an insightful and very thorough session on the complete data science learning path. Like they have covered, I think, every aspect from learning to research as well as the opportunities. So I must say it was very knowledgeable and valuable session. I would also like to express my heartfelt thanks to our director, Dr. T.P. Singh, our deputy director, Dr. Vidya Patkar, and all the faculty members and organizing team at SIG for their dedicated efforts for arranging this session. Uh, so, a special note of appreciation to all of our participants to be like very uh, listening members for this webinar. So we hope that today's webinar was very informative and very much knowledgeable to all of you, and you have taken very meaningful insights from this session. Once again, thank you all for joining us today, and do not forget to fill the feedback form for getting your insights also. Thank you so much.
Sir, Nessa.